And finally, new rule: America's top health officials have to find the courage to do what the health officials in Huntington, New York did. They told the entire town of 200,000 to go on a diet because, as the head of the program put it, with COVID-19, you're twice as likely to have a poor outcome if you're obese. Actually, it's worse than that. Public Health England found that people with a body mass index of 35 to 40 have a 40% greater risk of dying from COVID. And over 40, it's a 90% greater risk. Even being mildly obese makes it 5 times more likely that catching the virus will land you in the ICU. And now people are gaining even more weight. They call it the quarantine 15. Geez, I remember when plagues had a slimming effect on people. I don't think it's a coincidence that the countries with the lowest rates of obesity have had the fewest COVID deaths. Maybe China isn't hiding all their COVID deaths. Maybe their secret is that their obesity rate is 6% and ours is 42%. And pointing all this out doesn't make me a dick. In fact, the shame is on everyone in media and government who is too cowardly to emphasize how important an issue this is. Because the virus made it an issue. Obesity was already killing us slowly, but you mix it with COVID and it kills you fast. You can scream all you want at me for saying that, but it won't change the scientific truth of it. Look, no one deserves to die because of their weight, and we should spare no expense protecting vulnerable people no matter why they're vulnerable. But make no mistake, America fighting COVID is like a boxer who went into the ring out of shape and is taking a beating for it. Every day we hear the same warnings about fighting the virus: wear a mask, wash your hands, have sex through a glory hole. But the people in charge of health during a health crisis, Dr. Fauci, Dr. Birx, Surgeon General Adams, head of the CDC, Dr. Redfield, National Institutes of Health Director, Dr. Francis Collins, they never really mentioned the one major thing most people could do to ensure a better outcome should they get it. To me, it's such a scandal these doctors won't look straight in the camera and say, the number one thing you can do to improve your chances is to be in better general health. And the number one route to that is an improved diet. To be a doctor right now and not discuss diet, it's like being a clown who won't do balloon animals. Why not an all-out campaign to educate the public on the dangers of a diet of sugary, chemical-laden crap? Krispy Kreme honored our frontline doctors and nurses in April by giving them 18 million donuts, which is like honoring firemen with napalm. And why not a campaign to make it a priority to get decent food into poor neighborhoods? Why not, for every PSA about a mask, a PSA with a recipe for a healthy meal? I think so many lives could have been saved if at the very beginning of this crisis, the medical establishment had made a more concerted effort to tell Americans, while you're in lockdown, getting free money for not working, you need to do something too. Even the poorest person could switch out soda at meals for water. It'll save you money too. A national campaign to get in shape would have dramatically improved our chances against this disease and made us feel better about ourselves to boot, but it was never even mentioned. Even in a country that loves challenges, the ice bucket challenge, planking, all the this will make you puke challenges, condoms up your nose, the mannequin challenge. Quite a challenge, that one. Why couldn't they have gotten behind a real challenge like, oh, I don't know, getting healthy so the virus doesn't kill you challenge? But as Michelle Obama found out, just trying to give sound nutritional advice gets you vilified in America. You're a health nut. Yeah, that's what they say about people who just eat right. They're nuts. It's a weird hippie shit like vegetables. No, No, we need to stop glamorizing gluttony. Diabetes isn't just a theory. And with this virus now, enablers and glorifiers, you're playing with people's lives. If you're always on about how this is a life and death issue, and it is, we can't have body positivity be a third rail anymore. Political correctness can kill. I've seen it before. This issue is too fundamental to who lives and who dies, and to how successful America is going to be in getting out of this crisis.